My name is EMMANUEL YILLAH. I live in Brockton here, and my root is from Sierra Leone, west part of Africa, and I've been in business field and I live in Brockton, and I decide to establish my trend of business into the Brockton community, which absolutely is going to be my base. And because of my perspective about Brockton, which I believe it's a ground for opportunity and been an industrial place for quite a years, and I believe it's time that we can make use of that opportunity and expand our growth. My business is called Sierra Express Medical Delivery. We have a DBA name which is called SciMeds, and our focus is on medical delivery. But our trend of medical delivery is specifically express in a sense that there are certain stuff that needs to be delivered with immediate effect based on the procedure or the requirements of the medical facility. And so we focus on getting this delivery done on two bases. One is safety, and the other one is express. Well, the stuff that we deliver, for example, we pick up material stuff from Red Cross. Those are medical stuff that Red Cross, like for example, like human organ, and the Red Cross and other facility want us to deliver them to another hospital with immediate, because they need them for immediate procedure. And we also deliver medical equipment, and these equipment, we deliver them to certain medical facilities which they need them with immediate effect. And so we do medical delivery. Every stuff that is medical, we can deliver those stuff, and we got license for that, and we are well trained. We understand the OSHA policy, we understand the hazard policy, and that's why our focus also, in as much as we do our work, we also put safety first. Our business, we've been in business for 5 years now, but in Brockton we've been in business for 2 years now. That's a very good question, and thank you for such a question, because that question also go back to our focus and our goal. I get involved into medical in general because I've been working with Red Cross in Africa during the 10-year civil war of Sierra Leone. I work with Red Cross, and I see how it was kind of like struggle getting the medical stuff that Red Cross need to the different domain, different places. And so I was working with Red Cross and delivering the stuff, and I see the risks that involve. And coming to United States, I decide to move in the line of everything that related to delivery and medical in general. So I got to school, and I'm presently in nursing school at the same time. So I try to equip myself in order for me to be able to continue in the line of medical stuff. That's a very good question. Thank you very much. I was living in Kenton, and I was trying to establish my business, and I quite realized that I was having a little bit of obstacle, because business that is one significant aspect of business, the location, strategic location. So Canton become a place of more residential, and also there is another medical delivery stuff just at the border side of Canton. And when I look at the map, I realized that there wasn't like any kind of like this kind of work, this medical express delivery in Brockton. That's one thing. And then I look at also, I do a visibility study and see that Brockton has more opportunity, because I can be able to identify with the kind of people, for example, the color of people that I want to identify with, and I believe that can help to propel my business to the next level. Because of all of those factors, I realized that moving to Brockton, I will be able to have more opportunity with my own people that will help me to see growth. That was a time during the COVID-19, my business was almost shut down. Because during the COVID-19, that was a time that I actually establish my business, and I was looking for opportunity to have like customers and contract. But during the COVID-19, there was no opportunity, there was no contract, there was no way for me to navigate. So my business shut down, but it didn't shut down for me. It shut down physically, but I was still moving with the vision that I have to do this. And just after the COVID, I looked for strategic means of moving my business forward. I happen to know about this association when I was talking to some of my business people, because when you want to move into business, one of the first things you have to do is to get conversation with people who've been there. And I happen to be close to a man like Mr. Albert Sanusi, and there is another fellow who I happen to know. We all belong to the Sierra Leonean community. I remember one time I took my business profile to them, and I was sitting with Mr. Albert Sanusi, and I was explaining this passion and this work that I want to move in with. And he was the first person that told me, say, you live in Brockton. And he said, why can't you try this association? Why can't you try to be a member so that they can give you a platform that you can be able to move with your business well? My expectation is the fact that I believe getting connected to this association, I will be able to work with people that have my same mindset. Because a lot of banks, we all know this, I'm not being like negative, but a lot of banks in the United States today, when you go for loan, because you're black, there's a lot of stuff that you have to go through, and it's kind of not in place. These are, I call them microaggressions. But like getting connected to this association, I was able to meet the right people that identified me and know what I want, and that will help me to fulfill my vision. That's specifically why I decide, like, be a member of this association. It's like coming home. You know, like when you be a business person, like you try to explore other avenue, but it doesn't work. You're like, you know what? I have to go home and talk to my brothers. I have to go home and talk to my sisters. These are people that actually will understand me. We actually know my trend. We actually buy my vision and help to celebrate my vision. That's why I think it's significant. This organization, it's one of the most strong pillars for my business. In the first place, I would like to talk about challenges. Presently, I'm encountering some challenges. These are obstacles, but I believe those obstacles will soon become a miracle, that I will be able to move and break through and get my business into where it's going to be. So one of the obstacles that I have presently is material like van. I presently have one van, and I have just another SUV vehicle that I use for delivery. But I keep on having some other contract that want me to extend, like having like a bigger van, a bigger space. That's one of my challenge. And of course, for me to have that, I need to have more contract and more delivery or more productions. And so that's bring me to my second challenge. My second challenge is I need more contract and I need more connection for me to be able to have those contracts and, of course, do the delivery and have the money and get the van. And in terms of where I see myself, that's a very great question. I have a projection in space of 3 years. I see myself increase my employee. Right now, I only have 5 employees. In space of 3 years, I see myself having like 10 to 15 employees. And of course, I see myself having more vehicles so that we're able to extend my work and do more deliveries, so my production will be high. It's Sakafet.
Sakafet.
It's just like saying, what's up?
What's up?
Then I'll tell you, come on here.
All right.
Say, Nabule, piti piti.
Thank you very much.